Alright, for the first time in many years, a lot of reorganization is happening. I've had a lot of people ask me to make a video of all my semis. Now, unfortunately, the collection is still not together. There's a lot of it that is in storage in a barn, and there's a lot of it that's on display in tiny little shelves all over my apartment, and then there's this stuff that's been kicking around forever here at my parents' house. So I moved out of my parents' house 20 years ago, almost to the day. It's just been a few days more than 20 years. And so this stuff's kind of accumulated here, even though this really isn't... Most of the stuff I buy doesn't come here anymore, but some of it does. And so, again, somebody had requested semi-trucks. I'll show you a few. This is a 1990 Ertl. I would say this is like 1:32 scale, approximately. Works filters. I'm tempted to take this one out of the box, and I just don't know. I don't know if that'd be a smart idea. I kind of love the idea that it's still being protected, the stacks and everything. Nothing's broken off. Oh, by the way, the hood opens on this one. So I might leave this in here still. Let's try something out here. Alright, so that settles that. I'm going to leave those as is, as you see them right now. For now, they're going to stay, or that truck is going to stay in the box, because that sort of works. Stacking them like that works. A lot of other stuff here. And again, I'm going to be making some more videos soon. I've actually made a bunch of videos already. I should say I'm going to be uploading more videos soon. But in the meantime, as I peruse the collection over here, and as the gears in my head are turning, let's look at some more semis. Alright, so here's another semi. Clearly a Freightliner. Some of these are going to be super dusty, so I don't know what to tell you. Deal with it. Same model of truck. It's actually Kenworth, I'm sorry. The last one I just showed you, it's one of the Kenworth Aerodyne. I think it's called an Aerodyne. Just says Aero truck. Yeah. Alright. This thing's pretty cool. Check it out. Everything functions. If they can figure out how to do it. There we go. Now we get the ramp down. Okay, so here we have a completely normal, just average load of cars. You know, McLaren F1 GTR, Lamborghini Countach, a long hood Porsche, early air-cooled Porsche. That one's been newly swapped. First gen Firebird. That would be a 68 Firebird. 69 Dodge Charger, and a Elantra Stratos. That's totally normal, right? That's like a pretty average load of cars, I feel like. Pretty normal. Pretty typical of a truck you'd see going down the highway. Just a random mix of cars. You know, maybe there'd be like a Corolla instead of the Countach or something. Here's something I put together. Total mismatch. But whatever. Yes, it does open. It took me a second, but it does open. So I guess I glued this one together. I don't know. It might turn, but I don't want to break it. So it's a majorette trailer hooked up to a Hot Wheels Ford cab over. Alright, moving right along. got another Kenworth, but this one has 3 awesome Chrysler vehicles on it. One of them that never made it past concept stage, the Chrysler Atlantic, which is an homage to the Bugatti Atlantic. See the resemblance? This is a 1/24 scale 1930s Bugatti Atlantic Coupe Type 57. And if you take a good look, I'm sorry I'm getting fixated on this, but this is how my brain works. I thought it was worthwhile to make that connection there. Anyway, here's another Kenworth. This is a Hot Wheels, believe it or not. Lots apple juice. Some kind of a cab over. I think this might be generic. I don't think this is an actual manufacturer. Could be wrong. Look at that. I wonder if this is something they took over from Corgi. Is this another Corgi casting they recycled? I don't know. Anyway, look at this GMC or possibly Chevy from the late 60s, early 70s. Majorette trailer. Love that one. Here's another variation. Dump body. How cool is that? Alright, these next two are cheap castings from Hong Kong. They actually might be, I believe these are rip-offs of Tamika. That was an adult. That would be my guess. I'm not 100% sure on that though, so. Maybe not, I don't know. But, anyway. Pathmark was not a supermarket that we had in New England when we first came to America, but Purity Supreme was. I guess they were in like the original Whole Foods from what I've read. Anyway, I love these trucks. I love the, even as a child, I thought the color combo was very satisfying. These two together. So yeah, Pathmark. Oh, and let's show you the bottom of these. In case you're one of those people that's interested and you're saying, hey, who makes that? Made in Hong Kong. That's all I can tell you. Made in Hong Kong. Anybody who's a Hot Wheels fan and collects 90s castings will know these. 90s or 80s. This once again would be basically a Kenworth. They have like a dump body, but it's perfectly sized so that a car will fit piggyback style. It's a little silly and it's out of scale, but that's what they did. Oh yeah, and this one is one of those special editions from the 80s where if you crash it, the grill flips over and looks smashed. You have to do is just bump it and it'll do it. So, and then you can return it to normal. I've done that a total of maybe 40 times in my entire life. As much as I would love to play with it constantly, even as a kid, I knew that eventually that spring and tab would wear out or get worn down or whatever. Something would happen and I would mess it up. So I've been a good caretaker of a lot of this diecast stuff since I was a kid, making sure to take real good care of it for posterity, I suppose. As insane as that sounds. 1985, Malaysia. So anyway, that's those three.